What's up, everybody? It's the Beard coming back to you. Working on this Hulk house, getting lots of stuff done, but that's not what I'm going to talk about with you today. So hang on one second. Today, I'm talking about something that every time I think about it, it pisses me off. And this is going to be a little bit of a rant video, so be warned. And I'm probably going to piss some people off, and that's cool. So let me preface this by saying I'm going to talk about how much I don't like my 401k and how I think it's stupid for me to contribute lots of money into my 401k. Now, I have a 401k, all that, so whatever. If you have it, that's cool too. Yeah, whatever. You do however you want to do and plan for your retirement, but 401k for me is not my favorite strategy. So start with why. Why is that? Well, to start with why, we really need to kind of think about how does a 401k work. You contribute money into your 401k every pay period, every paycheck, so every 2 weeks or twice a month or every week or once a month, however often you get paid, right? The idea is that you contribute to it. And the government doesn't tax that money when you put it in your 401k. There are other similar things to a 401k, like teachers I know don't have 401ks, and there's other Roth IRAs and all that, but I'm just kind of talking about, your run-of-the-mill 401k retirement plan type of a deal. So you put money in your 401k every paycheck. If you're lucky, like me, the company you work for may match your contributions up to a certain point. And there you go. You put it in there, and by the time you're like 62 and a half or 63 years old, you can take that money out, pay capital gains tax on it, and you can live on that in your retirement. That's the idea. And it works for a lot of people. So I'm not here saying that it's the worst thing ever. It does work for a lot of people, but it's not my personal favorite. So why is that? Well, a lot of reasons. Most companies, they will match you up to a certain point, right? So like in my example, it's 5% of my annual salary. So let's say, just to make numbers easy, you make $100,000 a year. I put in $5,000 spread up over, 12 months, and the company will match that $5,000 every month that I contribute. So if I make $10,000 or $100,000 a year, in total, I get $10,000 put into my 401k. Half of that paid by me, the other half paid by my employer. And it's a pretty good deal. As companies go, that's pretty competitive, and they like to preach about how, look at how great this retirement thing is, and our 401k matching, it's way better. A lot of companies only do 3%, stuff like that. And that's true, and it's pretty good. But let's think about that. Okay, so I put $5,000 in this every single year until I'm 63 years old before I can touch any of it. And now I know that there's ways that you can borrow money against it, and you can take money out and take a huge penalty and all the sorts of stuff. But the idea, right, the concept is you're not going to touch it for 30 years. Okay, so over the course of 10 years, I've put in, right, $50,000. My employer has matched another $50,000, so it's a total of $100,000 that I can't touch. So I have $100,000 that I can't touch. It does nothing for me 10 years from now. It might do something for me 30 years from now, right? If I'm in my early 30s, 30 years from now, that might be when I'm getting this money, being able to access it. So you pay in and you can't even use this money for anything. You're like locked out of this money pretty much. I don't like that. That sucks. Over 10 years, I can pay $50,000 and buy a house like this one, and it'll pay me hundreds of dollars every single month. And I still have that asset. I still have the house. And the house will go up in value. And I understand that with your 401k, those are put in stocks and mutual funds and things. And the idea is that it'll grow in value as you keep contributing. But you don't know. You never know, right? That's speculative. You hope it's going to go up. You can't guarantee 100% that it will. But if you have a house that you're renting out, or you have multiple houses that you're renting out, even if you can't guarantee that someone is going to be paying you rent, well, if you have several houses, you're getting most of your rent. You may not be getting all of it, but you're getting most of it. Sorry about that. Someone showed up to talk to me and got talking to me for so long. My paint sprayer was starting to dry out, so I needed to go put a second coat on stuff before it dried up and caused a big, huge problem for me. So anyway, where was I? Oh yes, 401k. You put money in for 30 years. Hopefully, if you live that long, you can retire in 30 years. It's a good plan. A lot of people do it, whatever. Probably the most popular plan in America. But it's not for me. It's really not my favorite. One, I might not live another 30 years. You never know. Or you might live 35 years and you get to enjoy that money that you worked 30 years for 5, 10 years maybe. That sucks. So I like other things, other performing assets. And I almost can't even call a 401k an asset. You pay into your 401k, and I pay into my 401k, right, twice a month. That's not an asset. That's a liability, right? When I look and I see how much money did I bring in this month, how much money went out as liabilities, right? My 401k is on there. That's not an asset. It's a liability. I mean, it really is. If you look at your monthly income and expenses, like a business would look at a balance sheet, right? What are your performing assets? Well, if you work a job, your job is the asset. You're performing it, you're earning that money. So your physical body is the performing asset. Your time, right? The 40, 50 hours a week you spend in the office, that's your performing asset. So that's why I like things with passive income, like rental houses, for example. But there's lots of other things you could do for passive income. But, rental houses, buy and hold real estate, you can make however much money you need passively, right? You bought the house once, and now it pays you indefinitely. It pays you until you quit deciding to rent it out. And it pays you right away. You don't have to wait 30 years. So, yeah. When you compare a 401k to some sort of passive income stream, passive income is a whole lot better. And it doesn't have to be a rental house. Maybe you write a book, okay, and you make money, right? You did that job one time, and you own the legal rights and royalties to that piece of work, right? Maybe it's a song, maybe it's whatever. It doesn't have to be a book or a rental house or whatever, but you own the rights, the future income that asset is going to bring. Okay? And so you do whatever it is you need to do to set that asset up to have this passive recurring income. That's a much better strategy to me than having a 401k. Do that. Then there's also other reasons why I don't like 401ks. say you did really good. Okay, you saved all the money you could save. You put that money in the market with your 401k. The market was booming. You did great. You turned 63. Maybe you just take all that money out, right? You take it all out and you just go swimming in it like you're Scrooge McDuck, right? You're just like, yeah, I got all this money, right? And you just start eating prime rib every day because you got all this money now. And in 3 years, you keel over dead before you had a chance to spend all your money. You couldn't enjoy it all, right? Because you didn't live long enough because you waited so long to start enjoying it. So then what happens, right? Then you have heirs, and they're going to get what's left of your Scrooge McDuck money. But then Uncle Sam is going to come in and take a big old bite out of it, right? They're going to say inheritance tax, death tax, there you go, right? Your dad died, left you all this money. I'm taking a big old chunk of it. 30%, gone. 10%, whatever it is, gone. Well, if you have something like real estate, you don't get that. If you pass on royalties to a song or some piece of work, you don't have that, right? So I don't really see any advantage to a 401k in most senses. Let me put it to you like this. Twice a month, right, I put money in a 401k. I'm never happy when I do that. But every month, when those rent checks come in, I'm happy, right? I say, yeah, I'm so glad that I did that 2 years ago or last year or last month, right? Because now I'm already reaping the benefits. Now, just me personally, I don't just take the cash flow and the return on that investment, right? I'm reinvesting it, right? And I'm trying to just build this snowball up. But there's no reason that I couldn't if I wanted to, right? It's my money. I get to choose how I want to do with it, what I want to do with it, right? I could take it to the grocery store and I could feed my family. I could put gas in my truck. I could, pay my whatever. I could do that if I wanted to. I could take it as income, but I don't. I choose not to, but I could. Every single month. Whereas a 401k, I'm putting money away, hoping I'm going to live long enough to see, and hoping that the stock market does good so that I can see some performance out of this liability that will maybe in 30 years become an asset. I think it's a huge deal. You know who's winning from 401k are the people that take your money, put it in their giant hedge fund and trade it, right? And they charge you all these fees and shit on it. Those are the people that are making money on your 401k. That is a performing asset for them. It's not for you or me even, right? I'm in this too. It's not a performing asset for you. So anyway, sorry guys. I know that was a bit of a rant. That's just how I feel. If you put money in your 401k, good for you. You're not stupid. I do the same thing, but man, I don't like it compared to other options. And that's really what this whole sort of rant was about, is that I don't like my 401k nearly as much as I like my income properties. And honestly, my income properties way outperform my 401k. So even if I maxed out on my contributions and things that I could do, max out my employer contribution, 2 rental houses would completely obliterate that. All right, let me give you guys some updates real quick on this house before I let you go, because I know a lot of people are wanting to see that. So give me just 1 second and I'll show you what's been going on. Okay, guys, so you can see I got the, I don't remember what the last update is, but I got these primed and painted and everything. Got some holes filled, still got a couple more still to do. Got the countertops here, they're ready to go on. Just actually I'm waiting on paint. The shelf that goes back in there, I can't get back in if the countertop's on. So I'm getting that done tonight so I can get that in so countertops can go back on. Then we can redo all the plumbing and put in a garbage disposal, put in a dishwasher, stove, microwave, you know, and start calling this kitchen done. Got new doors and drawer faces and things here for the kitchen cabinets. Obviously those still need to get painted, but they're not holding up the countertops or anything, so that's good, and we just got those in today. Got new sinks and stuff for the bathroom stuff. Lots of new paint. Another paint bucket that I was sitting on. There's more all around. No lights in here yet, but had the HVAC service today. The guy said everything is looking really good. He put in a new thermostat for us, so I got to take that off when we paint. Again, working on the bathroom vanities, painting this so we can get the countertops on. That way we can get the floor down. Person's coming to fix the shower stuff on Thursday, which is like 2 days from now. Here's all the shelves for the kitchen cabinets that I've been painting. But I have gone ahead and painted the ceiling in here, so we're ready for a ceiling fan and stuff in here. This pink bathroom, sort of the same thing. Painted the ceiling and stuff. Thursday, hopefully that'll get fixed. Sorry for the bad echo. Got this painted in. 2 coats on there, so that should be pretty much ready to go. Up here in the laundry room, I've got these cabinets painted in. They're going to need a second coat here in just a minute. This is what I painted right before I came back to you guys. Out here in the garage, we got the overhead garage door fixed. There was a wheel off the track and stuff, and it wasn't opening right. Got that going. All those doors are gone, and they're all off to a place that's making us exact copies in 6-panel doors that don't have giant holes in them. It's dark outside now, so you're not going to be able to see it, but we've got a lot of the yard and stuff cleaned up. So yeah, everything's moving along really quickly. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I got to get back to work, but I hope you understand where I'm coming from on this 401k thing. Like, I get that it's super popular and that everybody does it, but that doesn't mean it's the best idea. That's just how I feel. So anyway, leave your comments down below. What do you think? I'm not saying that it's a bad idea. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying that, in my personal opinion, how I feel, there are better options. So anyway, tell me what you think. But yeah, that's going to do it for me this evening, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Share it with your friends on social media, Facebook or whatever. I do have a Facebook page for Redbeard Real Estate. I haven't put a whole lot on it yet. I need to start posting when I post these videos, putting it on there for you guys and stuff too. So I've just been really busy. So it's like 9 o'clock now and I'm still here working, and it's Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, so got a lot still yet to do. So that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you again very soon.